synergy between government and civil society was amazing.
I've been to Chinese mainland and Hong Kong and Macau and other places related to China, right? And now Taiwan is only the place we can, say independent and democracy country.
I can speak freely about anything here in Taiwan. One thing that I would discuss more is the death penalty.
It's nice that even when you go to a foreign country, you'll still be able to express your religion and practice your religion.
And here I understand you should go to your hometown to vote. And for me, this seems like maybe a confusing situation. Maybe it could be better to vote from where you live.
Like, share, turn on the bell, and don't miss any information. Hello everyone, welcome to Live from Taiwan. My name is Rifat. When we are talking about democracy and freedom, Taiwan has many great contributions. Taiwan is the most democratic country in East Asia and number 11 in the world. Taiwan is a beautiful land with 23 million people. In our multicultural and diverse island, we all enjoying the world's one of the most developed economy and democracy, which creates limitless opportunities including arts, culture, technology and education. In our video series, we will interview foreign friends from all around the world who is living in Taiwan. Every episode, we discuss one topic and want to show many sides of Taiwan to you. During my 15 years of stay in Taiwan, I have already experienced many democratic rights such as gay parades, voting without pressure, access and participate all public services. But what about the other foreigners? How they feel about Taiwan's freedom, Taiwan's democracy? Let's go and find out. Let's talk about democracy in Taiwan. How we feel about Taiwan's freedom and democratic environment?
Because of my major, I read some governmental things in Taiwan. So I heard that even the really small groups have a representative in government. So maybe like 2%. They even have a basic number to represent in the government. So I think it shows they're really democratic, and it's impressed me a lot actually.
I knew something about the democratic background of Taiwan. Tsai Ing-wen, for example, became very famous, particularly during the pandemic in Europe. So some elementary ideas about democracy.
I think it's one of the most interesting cases of democracy all around the world. And we can see that now actually due to COVID-19 situation, how they handled it. It was amazing and impressive.
It is.
The democratic consolidation in Taiwan is very high. The way that civil society in Taiwan handle and help government to solve this problem of COVID shows that democracy in Taiwan is impressive. This synergy between government and civil society was amazing.
Okay, let me say it's kind of really important stuff here because I've been to Chinese mainland and Hong Kong and Macau and other places related to China, right? And now Taiwan is only the place we can, say independent and democracy country as their own. So I felt like this is really indistinct trait here, and I felt really safe when I came here.
I can speak freely about anything here in Taiwan. I can talk about very politically sensitive topics and feel safe and be very tranquil about it. And also I think that in general the democracy has made a lot of progress. For example, the human rights that are given to the LGBTQ+ community are very advanced in the Asian context, and I'm also very happy that Taiwan has woman president.
I think freedom here is really important, and especially religious freedom, because I'm from Manila, and in Manila we are Catholics. So I can see here in Taiwan that there are a lot of churches for Catholic people
So
or
many.
Christian people, and I think even when you go to Minshuan West Road, you'll find a Catholic church, and a lot of times they do the mass in Filipino. So that's really great, especially for the Filipino community here, because maybe 90% of them are Catholics.
They are.
Yeah, so it's nice that even when you go to a foreign country, you'll still be able to express your religion and practice your religion. And that's really great.
What about your country? Also our country, Turkey.
Yes. Our country is also a democratic country, but we can see Taiwan as a model maybe for us, for ourselves, because Taiwan is really more democratic country than a lot of countries.
In the Philippines, in theory, it's free. You can go out and speak what you want to say. But if you are against the government,
Not that good.
not that easy. I think the LGBT,
Yes.
the freedom you can express with, you're also protected by the law. Have same-sex marriage, you enjoy the same rights as the people, as the heterosexual marriage. So that's really great too. That's something that I would like to push in the Philippines, but it's really hard because there are a lot of external forces that
It's not
fight
easy.
Yeah, it's not easy.
We are a democracy, but we don't have this combination and synergy between civil society and government.
The democracy, the word is coming from Greek.
Yeah, demokratia.
Demokratia.
Yeah, it's coming from Greece, but it's doesn't stay in Greece, of course.
Now you think that it's better in Taiwan?
I think the democracy in Taiwan is high level.
I mean, that's the most, important factor and important traits for democratic country, right? So yeah, I mean, whatever you want, you can say, but don't harm other people.
I see.
mean, for government, if you have your own opinion, you can just come out and you can just keep insisting that, and you'll be like your own individual, right?
Democracy in my country appears very messy and chaotic right now. But this is not necessarily a weakness. What I think is it's because the Italian constitution was born after the Second World War and the fascist period. So it is basically an anti-fascist constitution, and this means that they tried to make a system that doesn't give a strong power to any party.
The UK has been a democracy for quite a long time, and we've had a mixed record when it comes to human rights. We have a fantastic law, the Human Rights Act 1997, 1989, and it's about to be attacked by our current government. So we are hoping that the Human Rights Act will survive and that we'll continue to respect human rights as much as possible.
What about your recommendations to Taiwan about democracy, freedom, human rights? Because Italy has a longer history about democracy. So maybe you can give some advice to Taiwanese people. What can we do better?
One thing that I would discuss more is death penalty, because I'm against it, and I think that it is an important part of democracy, abolishing death penalty. And another thing is that even if democracy at times can get quite messy, and you don't have to fear this thing, because democracy has to be chaotic, because that means that there is pluralism, that there are different opinions that are allowed to exist. And this is the most important thing.
I wish I had suggestion. I have maybe a question. In Europe, it's becoming easier and easier to vote. So we are always voting by post or online. And here I understand you should go to your hometown to vote. And for me, this seems like maybe a confusing situation. Maybe it could be better to vote from where you live.
What I want to say to Taiwanese people is that cherish it, enjoy it, and you can protect it by keep on electing progressive politicians that
That's
make
good.
this happen. Because once you vote for someone who's not that progressive, things like this could change.
I have just one idea, because as I observe, Taiwanese people are so passive. Maybe they don't need to think about these kind of things. I don't know, because government already is so democratic. But I think they can try to join more.
Okay,
And
I got it.
they can speak about these kind of things, and they can say everything what they want to the representatives.
And now we are going to play a game show.
Okay.
I'm going to ask you a question. If you give the correct answer, you will have a small gift. In which year Taiwan has held presidential election for the first time in her history? A. 1996, B. 2000, C. 2002.
I think it's letter A, 1996.
I think 96.
I think it's A.
It should be A.
Okay.
1996.
Oh my God, I didn't give you the options A, B, C.
C, 2002.
The answer is A. Sorry. A small present, including Taiwan tea.
I really like postcards. Tea bag postcards.
It's a tea bag postcard.
wow.
Very tiny,
Thank you.
cute Taiwan
Thank
greeting
you so
card.
much.
I thank you. Kalimera.
Kalimera.
It's a very beautiful handmade greeting card from Taiwan.
Oh, thank you so much.
I hope you enjoy your day in Taiwan, enjoy your stay in Taiwan. Thank you very much for your time. Oh, you have a beautiful greeting card from Taiwan.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Dear friends, I hope you enjoyed today's content. See you next episode. Bye bye. Live from Taiwan. For more information, you can visit our Taiwan Plus website and also download our Taiwan Plus application. And don't forget to follow our social media accounts, including Taiwan Plus YouTube channel. Share, like, turn on the bell. Don't miss any information.